With the eighth pick in the draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame. That could very well be the case. This is your boy Matt Mike here with the draft profile for all of you Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to do a little bit of scouting. Well, I did a little bit of scouting on Kyle Hamilton, and a lot of people are expecting the Falcons to kind of do something differently. A lot of people feel as though, the people around me say that Dean Pease definitely loves to build his secondary, which is true. He definitely loves the secondary as far as those guys being able to, cover. Got to be able to cover safety, DBs, and you got to have a lot of guys that are versatile. That's the number one thing as far as playing in Dean Pease's system is that you have to have that versatility. And looking at a guy like Kyle Hamilton, you can move this guy all around. He reminds me of an Ed Reed. He reminds me of a guy like going back to the Legion of Boom. He reminds me of that type of safety. He's an Earl Thomas. He has not only the ability to tackle, but his closing speed. That's one thing looking at him, his closing speed. He can tackle. He's a little bit thin as far as his frame is concerned, for my liking, to be a strong safety. So you could put him at strong safety. You could put him at free safety. Wherever you feel comfortable, he has that versatility to do any and everything. You can actually put him in the slot, do some things. It reminds me of a guy that the Falcons have on the roster already. Well, he's going to be a free agent, and Isaiah Oliver. I think he is a better version, a more athletic version, or could be on the exact same playing field athletically as Isaiah Oliver. I think when you look at his ability to track the ball, he sees it. And one thing that I like about him that has really stood out to me is when he puts his hand on the ball, he comes down with it. That's the most impressive thing about looking at a Kyle Hamilton. Not only does he have the versatility to play strong safety, but free safety. He can play in the slot. He's has great hips. He is just a little bit thin. I don't know how the wear and tear of the grind of the season is going to, especially when 17 games. Don't know how that is because he's had his issues with injuries, but you can move him all around, and I think that's the most intriguing thing with a guy like Kyle Hamilton, being able to move him around and him getting his hands on the ball. I think he's one of those guys in this draft where if you want a playmaker, he's that guy. He's going to be around the ball, and 9 times out of 10, if that ball is in the air, he's not only going to bat it down, but he definitely has the hands. Hands are where it's at. So if he can continue to improve and stay healthy, I think he could quite possibly be a guy that Dean Pease is looking at as a piece of the puzzle. If you don't feel as though that Isaac Oliver will come back healthy, then Kyle Hamilton could very well be that piece. I still think the Falcons are going to prioritize the front line, getting a pass rusher, whether it's defensive tackle or an edge guy. The Falcons are definitely going to do that. But if they feel as though that they need to replace and they have to have a guy in the secondary that can add to not only a guy like AJ Terrell, but you can bring in some younger guys. I feel like Darren Hall is going to be a very good corner. Whether it's a slot guy outside, we'll see. But I really believe that Kyle Hamilton is one of those guys that you can move around, play both safety positions, and have that flexibility to do whatever, whenever. Because one thing that Dean Pease, looking at him and what he prioritizes is having his DBs able to play all positions. This has been an scouting report on Kyle Hamilton. I want to know what you guys think about Kyle Hamilton. Do you think the Falcons should take a look at him? with the 8th pick overall. Leave your comments below. Your boy, man, Mike is out of here. Peace.